It takes you over from somewhere deep inside. It takes you over and makes you feel alive. It takes you over, arms out wide, arms out
I know that you don't really wanna be with me, so I don't wanna tell your body so desperately. Yeah, I know I'm just here to pass the time. Why you grinding up on my waistline? Yeah, I know that you don't really wanna be with me, so why not run up into your arms like we've been together for years, but it hasn't even been that long. And I don't know why I'm so addicted to your charm. When I know all that you want is for me to be on your arm. Got me making all the wrong decisions. Got me thinking that next time it gon' be different. I don't wanna be a new addition, but yeah, I'm my ignition. Got me making all the wrong decisions.
Welcome everyone to beautiful Orlando, Florida, here at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex for another day of captivating competition. It is the Department of Defense Warrior Games. Welcome, Pat Parnell, along with Haley Elwood, as we ready for, yes, sitting volleyball. And the big story here has to be, without a doubt, the dominance of Team Air Force coming off wheelchair rugby gold, wheelchair basketball gold, and now coming into sitting volleyball, where they just missed the gold last year, up against Australia. A lot of new faces there. A little different story for them.
Very different story.
Yeah.
Their work is cut out for them. And speaking to their coach, Tony Farah, he told me this group has really only had about 5 total hours of training in preparation for these Warrior Games. They had a selection camp, they had a training camp, and this is the first time we will see all 12 of their athletes take the court against opposition. But when I asked him, what are your goals for today? He said, go out, have fun, and work for each other.
It's going to be difficult to have a lot of fun when you're up against the like of all the usual suspects that we've seen in all the sports where the dominance is it's so evident for Team Air Force. You have the likes of Moses Nebraska. We didn't see him in last year's matchup with Socom, where they just missed that gold medal, but you see Carly James there, along with Colton Grimm. There's that teamwork. They're used to working with each other, and it doesn't matter the sport. They have that energy that they bring to the game, so we expect a lot out of Air Force. The big unknown factor is Australia, but the exciting thing too is you start with pool play. You're trying to get that coveted transfer spot. You want to take that fast track to get to that bracket to move that much closer to the gold medal round. We're going to start things off with Team Australia, Team Air Force in game number 1 on court 1, then move on to Team Navy up against Team Army against Team Socom. You can see on court 2 all those games that are going on behind us. We're going to keep you filled in on all the points there and how it shuffles out as we move into bracket play and get a little one step closer, I should say, for the gold medal round. Before we get to the competition here today, as always, we check in with Lizzie Smith. Lizzie?
Well, it is time to kick off our final team sport competition of Warrior Games 2024 sitting volleyball. We're going to get started here with Air Force versus Team Australia. And if Air Force continues to perform the way they have been in these team sports, we are sure to see them show up and show out just like both of their fan bases have. So don't go anywhere. Sitting volleyball pool play starts in just a couple minutes.
Thank you so much, Lizzie. Yeah, a lot of excitement brewing here as we look at Team Australia. As mentioned, you were talking about not a lot of time together. However, there are some standouts. We saw in the other sports really some athletes starting to shine, whether it was on wheelchair rugby or wheelchair basketball. They're just going to have to just count on, just learning as they go along, and not an easy draw to be up against Team Air Force for your first game. But it's an interesting sport. It started back in 1956. 1958 was the first international play, Netherlands against Germany. But jumping back into that Air Force, we talk about the depth of the team. Players like Chris Farrell, he's going after that ultimate champion title. So allowed, coach's discretion, allowed to play on a team competition. Colton Grimm, Brandon Sullivan, Carly James. I love that Grimm-James combination in other sports. We'll have to see how they work together. And it's great to see Moses Nebraska jumping back in. He didn't play in San Diego. Paul Vermeer, 6'5", and that is going to bode well at the net. Expect a lot of blocking from Vermeer. We saw him just deadly under the basket and on wheelchair rugby. So I love this Air Force team. Speaking to the coaches, they've been really smart. All the coaches work together, Haley, and so it's you have that kind of that connection, that cohesiveness.
Camaraderie, I think, is another word I would use, that we have seen all throughout this week in all these different team sports. And I think one of the best parts of this week, too, is all these teams and these branches are obviously competing against each other, but they're also, in a weird way, rooting each other on, too. And I think we will see that, too.
When you take the time and you sit down and you start talking with all of these wounded warriors, everyone has a different journey, but they will say this: looking at my competition here, these other athletes, they get me. They understand what it's like. So there is that immediate amount of reverence, respect, mutual admiration. So great to see as it looks like we are getting ready for our first game here, and it's going to be exciting to see. There's been a lot of adjustments to Team Air Force since last year. We mentioned they just fell just shy, losing the gold medal to Socom in San Diego. Great to see all the new faces of Australia. Australia doing a great job on powerlifting, able to grab gold medal the first day of competition, but has definitely been struggling with some of the team events, kind of very new to them. You mentioned just a few hours with sitting volleyball with on the wheelchair rugby. I believe they had just 2 scrimmages coming into this year's Warrior Games.
When I had asked their coach, when he said 5 hours, I looked at him and sort of chuckled, and he goes, "No, I'm being serious." And I said, "Okay, all right, we will take it." And he mentioned those 2 camps, and he said they also gave them individual training programs as well, but he goes, that's obviously on the athlete, their accountability. But as I said in the top, this is the first time they're going to take the court with these 12 against another team.
And we see Coach Andreas Rodriguez for Team Air Force, and there's Coach Tony Farah. And the approach relax, have fun.
Yeah, do your best, fight for each other out there.
And Air Force will take to the floor. Christopher Farrell, he'll be coming in, number 4. Looks like Moses Nebraska will be in, starting things out. Vermeer, number 33, has that height, but Moses Nebraska, number 17. I mentioned it made its debut internationally in 1958, sitting volleyball. First appeared in the Paralympic Games in 1976 at the Toronto Games, but what you'll notice about this game, it is faster, believe it or not, faster moving than conventional volleyball. Officials, Felix Calderon along with Michael Brown will making the calls. In Australia, first service, here we go. Just calming the nerves for Team Air Force. And a good dig there by Vermeer. Nebraska gets it up. Tries to get the cut on that. Vermeer with a dig and a nice little tap. Christopher Farrell gets that nice little nugget of a tap, able to push it over, and Farrell will take the serve. Air Force already on the board. Farrell bringing a little heat on the serve. Farrell was breaking records in powerlifting the first day of this year's Warrior Games. Wow. Very high on that serve. Gonna have to kind of try to fly low and avoid the radar. Got a lucky touch on that one. I guess another Air Force reference. Fly low and avoid the radar. See,
there you go.
Dad jokes for days.
For days, that's what we got.
See a little Australia getting wise. Saw the elevation on that serve. 3-1 Australia, 3-1 Air Force. Too low. And you watch, as we just rotate through serves here, watch the depth and the consistency of the talent on Air Force. Nice little, finds that empty pocket there. That's Kamiley Casillas, Team Air Force. Wow! Paul Vermeer.
He's got that length.
Yeah, he got that length, but he also just cups it perfectly, gets the little angle on it. Lots of wrist. Serves. Casillas just bringing in the sauce right now. Really finding those voids. The Australian court right now. Casillas going clutch. Over to Australia. So just like that, you see how quickly you can get that advantage. Air Force 8, Australia 1. Saw that touch. Just like normal volleyball, allowed to get that leg out there. And Vermeer going for a beach dig there. Just trying to get a knuckle on the ball, but just too little, too late. Wow. Oh, James had a little bit of an idea. It was just a little low, but bringing in the heat on these serves.
Pat, you talked about how quickly the scoring happens in this game. And one of the things is you can go on a run if you're a team that's maybe playing from behind. The opportunity, it moves so quickly, so it can cause runs to happen, and we're kind of seeing that right now with Australia.
McCallum definitely making up some ground. Just for Farrell. James with the set. And an energized Air Force. Getting close now, just a 5-point deficit for Team Australia. Doing a great job with just taking a couple hours, learning the game. James, over to Vermeer. A great cross set by Carly James. Vermeer utilizing that 6'5" wingspan. Nebraska now. And Casillas with the dig. Nebraska over to James. Gets the net call.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they will allow that movement under the net. They will not allow net touch on the top side of the net. You can see Vermeer trying to put up that block. Just long. Good read by that back row. Nebraska, Casillas.
One of the things you can hear when you're out here on this court too is how much communication is happening between the teams, yelling at each other. I got it, I need help. This is a true team sport.
And Williams serving for Air Force right now. Side out for Australia. Williams was a powerhouse in wheelchair rugby and basketball. Menacing under the hoop. Good to see him showing his prowess here in sitting volleyball. Oh, and just got a little pushed back. Williams couldn't get to it. Wow. Carly James is, I think safe to say she's feeling it. She's in the flex zone right now, and you can see she finds those teammates that she can work with, whether it be Colton Grimm, Paul Vermeer, Nebraska. She has so much talent to pull from, but that beautiful set to Vermeer, and Vermeer just getting the hot missile strike spike. James driving it in that back far right corner.
Last year I covered wheelchair basketball down in San Diego, and all three of them were on the team, and it was a clinic in terms of their competitiveness and all of that. So it's good to see them back out here this year.
And you can see smart on the back row by Australia. They knew that ball just had way too much heat on it. Way too high. Ben Owens serving up for Team Australia. Oh. And that in between, Williams tried to pop it up, and it was behind Vermeer and in front of James. Owens. Looked like a carry on that by Australia. Speaking to the officials, I mean, how much will they allow a little two-hand on the sets? And he said, think JV in terms of there's a little latitude on those sets. But you definitely, if it's an offensive play, or I should say an offense play, they'll be a little bit more critical. Grimm. Colton Grimm gets that hand. Yeah. Now Air Force up by 6. Vermeer with the serve. Rim right there on the net. Locks it down. And with Vermeer, I should say with Nebraska, Grimm, and Farrell at the net.
It's a pretty solid line there.
Yeah, it is a wall. Now Air Force. This is where we see, and it doesn't matter the sport, they start to take flight. Really difficult to catch. But I'm loving what I'm seeing from Australia. Just getting 10 on the board is amazing.
That's a huge accomplishment. And I think especially going up against a team like Air Force, which you have talked about their dominance throughout this week. But in general, these are teammates who have played with each other maybe even a year ago, too, some of them. So there's a lot of camaraderie that's already been built there.
The Air Force chemistry, that's what it is. They have such good chemistry. They can anticipate with what the other player is doing in real time. As they just sit shy of 20 points, almost a 10-point deficit for Australia to climb back from. 3 games, best 2 out of 3. You get to that two-game wins, and you move onward and forward. By winning here in pool play, you get a jump that take that fast track to bracket play.
It's also a cool sport because it's going to close out the Warrior Games on Sunday as well. It's going to be the last event.
10 packed days. I mean, it feels like, feels like yesterday, but it's so many sports packed in. Rowing, track and field. Tomorrow with swimming. The mirror goes way high. Stratospheric on that. Way too much heat. And a quick sub out for Vermeer. Looks like number 23 will be coming in. Oh, wow! Nebraska just defiant with that spike.
Talk about feeling it.
Yeah. And quick sub. It looks like 22 coming in for Air Force. So Kamaili Casillas and in for Colton Grimm. Chris Farrell with the score. With the serve. Oh, and a nice return by Sue Osborne there. Sue was one of those players in wheelchair basketball, pretty solid from mid-perimeter. Very talented athlete. Going up high over Williams, and Nebraska is getting a little caught up on the front line for Australia.
74 for 10. 74 for 10.
Some words from Coach Farah. Looks like Sue Osborne. She comes out for Team Australia. And Casillas with the serve for Air Force. Nice set over to James. Oh. Right on the line. Loving the heat that she is bringing to the game.
A lot.
She is just like a flamethrower. Oh, and good hustle there. Big dig by Farrell, and now Williams. Set over, no. And penalty or call just prior to that, but a great set by James nonetheless. Oh, and Casillas gets a little beach dig on that. One arm, trying to get that wingspan out. 14 serving 21. And official Michael Brown settling things down. Air Force inching closer. Now with Moses Nebraska serving. Three points away.
The coveted 25 is what they need.
Oh, yeah. That was going to be right on the line. You can see some words. slow the tempo.
This is where that communication is so key too.
A little less heat. And he does that. Beautiful serve. Wow. So now 1 point away. Nebraska knows. Watch the placement on this. Oh! And Williams does it for Team Air Force. That little tomahawk touch by Williams. So Air Force 25, Australia 15. Their first matchup. We've got more sitting volleyball when we return to Orlando, Florida, and the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex right after this. Stay close.
The soldiers of the U.S. Army stand watch around the clock, across the globe. They face a uniquely challenging lifestyle. That's where U.S. Army family and morale, welfare, and recreation plays a critical role, with programs designed to enhance their quality of life. Corporate partnerships with Army MWR are a powerful tool to weave your brand into military life experiences of today's well-educated and brand-loyal soldiers. Build your brand with the strength of the U.S. Army.
Welcome back, everyone. Pat Parnell along with Haley Elwood as we are underway with sitting volleyball, day 7 of 10 here at the Department of Defense 2024 Warrior Games. Tomorrow, a lot of excitement brewing, of course, for swimming. We've got more sitting volleyball. It'll move into bracket play. Sitting volleyball will cap off an incredible 10 days of competition here in lovely Orlando, Florida. It has been intense from the get-go. To bring those up to speed, just joining us, Air Force pretty much just steamrolled Australia, but hats off to Australia, you know, getting on the board and hovering around that 10-point mark. An exciting match nonetheless, but you see just the support, the give and take that Air Force has with one another.
I think one of the things too, and in speaking to Lee Montgomery, five Paralympic Games, I should say. He's been all around the Warrior Games this week, and I asked him about communication, and he said it's one of those things that will build as the games go on. So for Australia, as we talked about at the top, first time, that first match was the first time they took the court against an opponent. This is now their second set. Let's see if it's even better this go around.
It looks like Christopher Farrell will be starting for Air Force. Serving it up. Mentioned he's going for the ultimate champion. That's all the individual sports he's allowed to play in this team discipline. It's based on coach's discretion, but a very, very talented athlete. He's come back bigger and stronger this year. Set a record in powerlifting. I believe he got 8th in shot put yesterday in track and field.
It is so impressive.
Oh, and you see just that power on the net. Williams, he's doing exactly what we see when he does under the hoop in basketball, in wheelchair basketball, doing the same at the net. Yeah. Farrell, deadly on service. Very, very precise. Goes deep. Really pushing that back line to the brink.
Good effort there by Australia.
Just like that, Air Force, 3 up. Really focusing on that back right. Wow. Awfully close there. And sticking to the far right corner. Farrell's found a recipe. I don't see any reason for deviation at this point.
As we talked about, that consistency is key, that communication is key, and at this point, why change, like you said?
Yeah. Opts for that left corner. Nice push. Unfortunate for Australia, you could see on the serve, Damian Batty got pushed right to the far corner, able to get a piece of it nonetheless.
So I said up top, I was hoping for more cohesion between Australia, but I think what we're seeing right now is certainly the cohesion from Air Force building and building and building. And like we talked about, these are teammates who have played with each other in other sports. They're now taking it to this one. But I think as we go on, as we move forward, we're going to see a lot more cohesion and camaraderie keep building.
A time called out on that last serve. He kept going to Justin Brown for Team Australia, taking advantage of those deep corners. And this is where Air Force really shows just how wise they are too. They're really, really good about utilizing those timeouts, controlling the tempo, knowing when to kind of reassess the approach. But just like that, we have a 7-0 game.
It happens quickly. We talked about it. This is a sport where you can go on runs. You can score a lot of points very, very quickly. It moves very quickly. Air Force is certainly doing that right now.
You run to the fridge for a beer. that might be too much time. No beer runs.
Stay put. Both cheeks down.
Yeah, and keep the cheeks down. That's sitting volleyball speak for rules. So you do need to keep that one cheek on the floor. Straight from the handbook, so.
We've highlighted it.
Yeah. And Ainsley Hooker coming in for Team Australia. Oh, a deep, wow. And it was just off the side. Pauline, a net for Australia. You saw number 29, Ryan Moston. Thought he had the block on that. Just got a little wrist. Already. Christopher Farrell, 9 points on the board for Team Air Force. Those are the serves that are paying dividends for Farrell.
He certainly has them down. It's kind of like a clinic impressively to watch out here.
Oh, and did you notice Nebraska, how close to get the angle on that and not get the net call?
Perfect touch.
Yeah. And the heat. The laser precision of these serves by Farrell. It looks like we've got a sub for Team Australia coming in, number 53, Doug Griffiths. So number 16 coming out for Team Australia, Luke McCallum. Center back row. And I was starting to think, infallible, but Farrell. He does make mistakes, not all that often. And with that, Australia's on the board, 12-1. And with Williams and Nebraska at the net, probably not the best point of entry to try to get up and over. They definitely have enough height to block those low serves. Casillas over to Nebraska, over to James. Oh, and Williams It just got a little too anxious, a little too hungry. Came in with a big meat cleaver. Couldn't get it over.
You could tell if you're looking and watching Williams right now, he grabbed the ball after him and just went, oh, like he knew.
And you can see Moses Nebraska, he has a lot of experience in volleyball. You can see that just textbook dig. Oh, and sliding back. Couldn't get under it. So now with service back to Australia, Ainsley Hooker. Just couldn't get under it. And now Nebraska, Moses Nebraska for Team Air Force. See, it's this constant discussion with coach and player.
It's just that communication that we've talked about all throughout this game so far, just how key it is. And Air Force has it on lock.
Talking to Nebraska before the game. He's so happy to be back in the mix with volleyball. Fortunately, doesn't get the serve over with that. He's an avid snowboarder. Spends a lot of time at Breck. He's on the fence where he's gonna call home this winter. Maybe making the move to Winter Park or Aspen. He likes to get his shred on. We like to hear that.
Shred the gnar.
Oh, great.
I think
great cut on that by Nebraska.
The impressive thing too is we're on day 7, day 8. It's hard to keep track and how many sports these athletes have done already, and to come out here in full force. They want that gold.
Yeah, and they really have Team Australia scrambling right now. And just like that, 18-4, 14-point lead for Team Air Force. Looks like we're gonna have a quick sub for Team Australia. Adam Jackson coming in for Damian Batty. And it's starting to really take effect. Are we going to see just a trifecta of gold medals for Team Air Force in all 3 different sports?
We have a very impressive fan section out here right now too. We got a lot of cowbells.
You know, Australia gives them a good run for their money for fans, but Team Air Force definitely takes top honors. Looks like Curtis Bailu will go in for Paul Vermeer with 19 on the board for Air Force. Williams up with it. Gets a piece of it. Goes to Australia. So Australia trying to climb back here.
They have quite the hole, but I'm proud of them.
Absolutely. If you in terms of like the amount of time, great serve there. James was right there. And Carly James coming out for Team Air Force. Subbing in Allison Smith. Allison Smith, fresh off the bench, right in, serving it up for Air Force. Ooh. Just long. A lot of Air Force fans, I think they were calling that one in, but it was just long. You love the fun trash talking.
We've seen it all throughout this week.
All part of it. And too much heat again for Australia. Long serve.
Force is getting closer here, getting closer to that coveted 25.
So game behind us, Socom Navy tied up at 7-7 as center court with Air Force jumping up to 22 to Australia's 7. They're already one game up. This will solidify their transfer into the bracket game tomorrow. And Austin Duncan, great job on the net. Coach really having some words with making those adjustments, staying back. Don't want to get too hot on the net. And Ainsley Hooker just getting pushed a little too far outside to get a good piece of that. Point right here. Can Australia hold on? And there it is. And with that, Team Air Force, unstoppable, undefeated in all disciplines up to this point.
It has been a clinic to watch them out here, to watch them compete, to watch them communicate with one another, to watch them even rotate. Everything that they have has looked like it's been unlocked this entire time. And as we said, this is day 7, day 8. These guys have got to be tired out here, but they are not showing it one bit. That's
the thing. You look at them, they're calm, collected, almost not even breaking a sweat. And I love when they're in the intensity of like gameplay, they just have that nice, relaxed, focused look, getting the job done. Incredible, incredible performance from Team Air Force. Great to see Moses Nebraska back on the team as well. So we expected, you said, a veritable clinic, and it was just that. But it was the consistent serving. Farrell was so precise, and the back and front rows of Air Force were on point. You had up on the net, those connections, able to read Carly James, one of the strong standouts for the team, and their ability to set, pass the ball, and for players like Nebraska to be able to finish. That power of Air Force and the unstoppable serving. Beautiful digs, sets, and then finding that completion. Just getting those drop shots. It's a thing of beauty. So it is official. Air Force will move on with their 2-game win over Australia. We'll see them in bracket play tomorrow. And the upside of that is it really gives them a chance to kind of sit back, reflect, and recover.
Yeah, they can take a little bit of a break now, which is actually kind of helpful because as we've talked about, their bodies and their minds too. This is both a mental and physical game. They have been tested all week. They get to take that little bit of a break now, having competed in this first set. Get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, and we'll keep you up to speed on the Team Navy, Team Socom battle. Center court, our next game coming up is going to be Team Navy, Team Army. And then following that, we will cap off the day with Team Army, Team Socom. Socom, the defending gold medalist. Right now, we check in with our own Lizzie Smith.
Well, Air Force wins another team sport competition once again. I am joined by Chris Farrell. Man, you almost didn't get to play in sitting volleyball. What does it mean for you to be out there playing with your team and such an asset? We saw you on that serving streak.
Go Air Force. Being able to be out on the court with my teammates, that's, with all the individual events that we have here, that's phenomenal. But being able to be on a team sport where all of you have to have synergy, that's where it all matters, And shout out to Australia, being out there on the court and grinding out there. It's awesome being able to play with all of them. And, our coaches, they work us really well trying to get us to work together. So.
1,000,000%. And we saw in rugby and basketball just the sheer dominance that Air Force has as a team. What's the secret?
Teamwork. Being a family. That's what matters.
Well, I'm sure we'll see lots more from Air Force coming up here in sitting volleyball later on. And game 2 of pool play is coming your way here in just a few minutes.
The soldiers of the U.S. Army stand watch, around the clock, across the globe. They face a uniquely challenging lifestyle. That's where U.S. Army family and morale, welfare, and recreation plays a critical role, with programs designed to enhance their quality of life. Corporate partnerships with Army MWR are a powerful tool to weave your brand into military life experiences of today's well-educated and brand-loyal soldiers. Build your brand with the strength of the U.S. Army.
what you're doing. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Get in the moment. Stop what you're doing. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Get in the moment. Stop what you're doing. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Get in the moment. Stop what you're doing. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Get in the moment. Stop what you're doing. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Get in the moment. Stop what you're doing. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It's like that, y'all. It's like that, like that, like that, like that. Yeah, come on, yeah, get do it right. Get do it right. Get do it right. Yeah, come on, yeah. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. I know you feeling this. It's like yeah, it's like that, y'all. It's like that, like that, like that, like that. What? Yeah, come on, yeah. It's like that, like that, like that, like that. What? Yeah, come on, yeah. Get do it right. Get do it right. Get do it right. What? Yeah, come on, yeah. Yeah, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. Listen to me, listen to me, listen to me now. I know you feeling this. Yeah, it's like that, y'all. It's like I know you feeling this. Yeah, it's like that, y'all. It's like that, like that,
We party like we're rock stars, rock stars. It's midnight at the dive bar, dive bar. Hey, and we won't go down till sunlight comes out and dark skies turn into day. Like we're rock stars, no rock stars, don't stop till the room starts to sweat.
Sway with me, lay with me, yeah, babe with me, and she rolling all day with me. Rock stars at the party, and there ain't many that can party how we party, yeah, it ain't litty. You can holler if you hear me, if you heard this. Yeah, the word is, anytime that I come, then you know it ain't worthless. Do it for the fun, but I come with a purpose. Dressed to impress, held to bounce and move back. Vibrations in my chest, I wanna feel that boom back. Libations for my guests, they know I'm a cool cat, but you knew that.
We party like we're rock stars, rock stars. It's midnight at the dive bar, dive bar. Hey, and we won't go down till sunlight comes out and dark skies turn into day. Like we're rock stars, no rock stars, don't stop till the room starts to sweat. Sweat, sweat. Don't stop till the room starts to sweat.
Got the whole crew here, mommy, come chill. When you step up in the party, it's a done deal. Drinks on me and one bill. We rock stars, and I ain't talking about a drum fill. You should know that I gotta bring more of us. And we party on the go like a tour bus. You couldn't make it, well, I'm sorry, that's just your luck. Meanwhile, I'm getting more bucks. Stack it up, then rack it up. Bend it over, poke it out, then back it up. We acting up, and we right here. We don't party like squares.
We party like we're rock stars, rock stars. It's midnight at the dive bar, dive bar. Hey, and we won't go down till sunlight comes out and dark skies turn into day. Like we're rock stars, no rock stars, don't stop till the room starts to sweat. Sweat, don't stop till the room starts to sweat.
Give it to me now, huh? Well, I woke up in a changed place. Felt so good, little on my name. Ay, 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 I think I smell smoke. Ooh, hope she don't hold back. Ooh, a little firecracker. certain place. Say goodbye to the old formal reveille. All the things prioritized and all the stars we idolize is stupid now. It's stupid now. Forced to survive on our own with a little more than mobile phones for company and use. It's company we choose. This is hero. 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 We choose your hero now. This is hero. 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 We choose your hero now. 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 We choose your hero
I got the heart of a champion, most definite, better beware. Down for the count, but I bounce back with a vengeance. I'm bad, no filler, break records like Thriller. Top biller, they call me the Thriller from Manila. I'm boss, ain't something you wanna cross. I'm getting lost in my fate now, a superhero cause. You can set me on fire, you can't hurt me, I'm on. I'll be back in my stride, that's how we design. One thing I know, when the back is against that wall, and bear will be coming back, that's how we roll. We go renegade style, when they do we don't stop. Time to break through, come on free. Look inside and you will find the heart of a champion like me. Go renegade style, live up when we don't stop. Time to break through and come on free. Look inside and you will find.
Here for the Department of Defense Warrior Games, back in the midst of pool play. Here for sitting volleyball, Team Army up against Team Navy. And we expect a contentious battle between these two teams. Lots of talent, lots of experience. Interesting enough, on Team Navy side, no returning players, so Team Army having that advantage. I know, Haley, you were making reference about watching just in the warm-up just how intense Team Army is coming into this game.
The military presence was felt in that warm-up. They were going through it. They had a warm-up unlike anything that I have seen today, and might see the rest of this time out here too. Not to say that Navy wasn't warming up, but they had just come up from that other game. Army was working through it, different sets, different rotations, really trying to lock in before this one gets started.
Remember, this is pool play, 3 games. Best of 2. 2 wins will get that transfer. As we look at Team Army, Abel Baez, number 23, has that height, as well as Gerald Blakely, number 11. Number 17, Stephen Bortle. Number 42, Darnell Boynton. Number 7, Nathan Deegan. Number 2, Brooke Jader. Number 19, JP Lane. Number 52, Chris Parks. So some returning players there, as well as number 4, Adam Proctor. Number 10, Alexander Robeson. Number 14, Jason Smith. 25, Derek Thompson. Number 13, Melisete Tonya. Number 16, Jan Miguel Torres Cruz. And number 12, Michael Villagran. Villagran, also one of those crossover athletes We saw him in wheelchair basketball as well as wheelchair rugby. Will not be surprised if we see a much tighter battle than we saw in the previous game with Team Air Force and Team Australia.
I was going to say, I feel like this one's going to not go maybe as quick. I think we'll see a lot of points from both teams heading into this one.
And going through the roster for Team Navy, number 1, Gabby Zamora. And Inese Ingwanzo, number 2. Daphne Bonachea Tamargo, number 5. Number 10, Maria Edwards, number 16. Isaac Cho, number 18, Kola Arubalawe. Number 22, Justin Chase. Number 24, Tiffany Clark. You see 26 there, Mitch Shepard. Number 27, Abdul Aibin. And we are seconds away, kicking off potentially 3 games, could be 2. Whatever team takes the first 2 games out of 3. And that is a good sign. You love to see the high fives before the game. You do not see that in any other sport.
No.
Any other competition. It is literally at the core of what the Warrior Games are all about, the mutual respect these competitors have for one another.
The respect, the admiration, the camaraderie, it has been felt all throughout this week. We're feeling it today, too.
So it looks like all teams ready. It's just waiting for officials here. Some last minute adjustments. Officials Felix Calderon and Michael Brown will be keeping things moving here on center court. And you see Mitchell Shepard. He'll be in for Navy. There's 16, Isaac Cho. Tiffany Clark, front and center for Team Navy. And rounding out that front line, Justin Chase for Navy. And those of you just jumping in and just laying eyes on sitting volleyball for the first time, it moves fast, much faster than conventional volleyball. Very, very fast points. Talk to the officials in terms of the sets, how cleanly they'll allow. They give a little latitude on those 2-hand touches, as long as it's not an offensive play. So Navy starting with serve. Here we go. Abel Baez gets second hand on it, finds a connection there. Unfortunate for Army there. Torres Cruz just got a little too under it. Navy on the board, 1-0. And a good read there by Team Army. Number 7, Nathan Deegan. He'll take service. Actually, number 25. Derek Thompson serving it up for Team Army. Cho. Oh, unfortunately, Thompson got a little piece of it. Way too much heat on that by Justin Chase, serving it up for Team Navy. In comes Abel Baez, number 23, subbing in, and Baez is one of those players for Team Army, has that reach. We watched him in both wheelchair rugby and wheelchair basketball. Just unstoppable with that long reach, has that vertical height.
Certainly such a benefit out here. We saw it with Paul Vermeer for Air Force in game 1. Now very clear with him out here in game 2.
Villagran waiting for officials. See them talking there to Coach Linda Gomez-Pai. Interesting enough, Linda's husband is head coach for Socom. I think she has the edge. I think game-wise, I think she's claiming it too. We're looking forward to that third and final game here because they're going to be pitting up Socom up against Army.
I wonder what their nights are like. I bet do they not talk shop? Well, don't share trade secrets here?
Not too much, not too much. Keep that stuff close to your chest. So Villagran waiting patiently. Tied up at 2-2. Just wide. So giving Navy the edge in the side out here. Tiffany Clark will be serving it up for Team Navy. Watch that wall of arms.
I was gonna say, stout.
Has to go up and over, and Baez just with a flick. But Navy doing a great job. Gets a little scrappy. It might not be the most beautiful digs and kind of like taking that beach dig approach. Nice play there by Abel Baez, number 23.
You talk about Navy kind of having to be a little scrappy. I spoke with Justin Chase, number 22, before the game, and he told me the difference between these two games, now they're a little more warmed up. They're a little looser. The communication should be better. This game already, though, tighter as we saw compared to that first game we covered.
We just saw Justin get a little piece of it. Up and over, unfortunately, as we see number 4 serving it up. Adam Proctor, Team Army, can't get it over. Goes back to Navy. A very tight game so far. Navy 5, Army 4. And we have a quick sub out. So Adam Proctor will move out. Tonya coming in. Wow, surprisingly, Baez can't going for that vertical claw. Way too much heat on the serve. Mitchell Shepard going long. And nice tight angle. Shepard just couldn't get the clean dig on that. Cho, big set, and net called on Team Army. They will allow you to go under the net, but definitely keeping it critical on touching that net, coming up and over.
Already this game, the tenor of this game feels so much more competitive and so much tighter between these two teams.
Melisette with Baez trying to finish it. And a great aggressive set there by Torres Cruz. And JP Lane coming in, up with the serve. Cho, sky high with the set, but no, denied by Deegan, just that defiant. Navy trying to calm things down here. So Army's going on a little bit of a run. Lane serving it up again, really finding those spots.
When you mentioned needing to calm things down, that was another thing Justin Chase told me, was that a lot of his Navy teammates have not played with music, with fans before, so this is a full different environment that they have to get used to out here.
Yeah, it can work against you or it can work for you.
His advice, just try to block it out. It's hard with the cowbells and the whistles, but you got to try.
JP Lane holding on to service. Mentioned, he is just a bottle rocket watching him in the chair in wheelchair basketball. And a quick sub in for Team Navy, number 24, Tiffany Clark coming back in. Cho serves it up. Wow. Just on the line. And a very, very tight game right now. Navy 9, Army 10. You were calling out net, but goes to Army nonetheless. And a quick sub in. Tonia on her way out, and then coming in, number 4, Adam Proctor, back in for Army. And waiting for the official call here. They're going to put it up. Okay, so up for Air Force. Tried to get on it, unfortunately, number 26, Mitchell Shepard. He's been forced deep a couple of times. Some really good serving there by Nathan Deegan, putting it nice and deep. And just a little too deep on that one.
A little too much. Talk about the heat in these games. A little too much heat there. Settle down, but as you said, a much tighter game. I expect this one to go down to the wire. I know the winner has to win by 2, get to 25 and win by 2, and I think we're in for a good one.
Cho, able to hold on. Oh, just got a little too hungry, Mitchell Shepard. he wanted that one so bad. Lane able to get it. A piece of it, unfortunately, came across. Mitchell Villagren ended up going too wide.
I do love seeing JP Lane in this game. If you have followed his story, it is truly an incredible one. He also has a beautiful voice. He has sung the anthem a couple times during the Warrior games. And last year, when he sang the anthem in San Diego, he goes, watch me, I'm gonna come back and compete next year. And here he is.
And he's really proven his worth, prowess in multiple sports. Trying to find that porous, wow. And Navy doing such a good job at blocking up that middle section. Able to get those digs. Nice cut. Trying to find the angle. Big sky high set by Cho. Just too much altitude on it. So subbing out for Navy, number 10, Maria Edwards. And serving up, Michael Villagran for Army. A nice play there by Adam Proctor for Team Army. Just knuckles it down. Nice get by Cho. And this time Proctor realized, got the drop on that. So Clark serving it up for Team Army. Team Navy, 2-point deficit. Lots of heat on that serve. And you saw Deegan really pushed to the brink. And a quick timeout is called. And we weren't kidding.
Oh.
In anticipation for a tight game, it has not fluctuated past a 3-point spread here.
Well, and I think the interesting thing too is Navy is coming off a game already. They played against Socom.
And scores coming in with the game behind us, Marine Corps 22, Australia 7. So yeah, getting back to your point, Haley, is the fact that they just came off the game, that can sometimes work in your favor if the wear and tear isn't setting in. You're fresh, you're warmed up, you're in a good flow.
I think the adrenaline's probably working now.
Yeah.
Maria Edwards was saying she felt like the communication was going to be better in this game because they had played with each other in the last game. But Army, though, fresh. They haven't played yet today, but they only lead by 1.
And what Army has is they have the height. You look at that front line, just with Abel Baez and the rest of the players, they really need to start working on those blocks, setting up and staying in position, forcing Navy to take those angles that they don't want to take. Oh, and a nice dig. Another get. Wow, and again. Deegan in that back corner. Forced to the back of the court. Trying to cut off that line. That's a clean line all the way back to Deegan there. Clark with the serve. Wow, there you go. It's exactly the plays that Army wants to start putting together. The way that they move that ball across, allowing Deegan to come in, and Deegan taking that cut deep cross court. Alicete Tonia coming in for service for Army. Army 16, Navy 15. Had she angled that ever so slightly, definitely would have been a heater of a serve. Alicete gets it, and a little too deep. Big dig. And another hit. Sete coming in with a lot of power, a lot of depth. Gonna have to reel that in just a little bit. Nice set by Tonia. And Cho up. Really good with those sets. Scrambling everywhere, both teams.
That was a nice series right there.
Back and forth. Torres Cruz just went too deep. Number 26 serving it up. Shepard. And you can see Torres Cruz was trying to be patient on that. Might have wanted to take a little bit more aggressive approach. So Abdul Ibn, a little too low. Had that cross set. Here we go, Torres Cruz with the serve for Army. Beautiful sky-high set with Cho. He really does have a great set. Players have to take advantage, really capitalize on that long hang time. Don't rush the shot.
I was gonna say, this has to take a lot of like touch and precision, right?
Oh, so much. It's a different perspective. Oh! And I think Zamora's expression says it all.
Gabby was pumped, to say the least.
Energized, because she knows Navy is inching closer. Navy 21, Army. Navy on a bit of a run right now. Points away from sealing the deal on game one. Here we go. Zamora. Torres Cruz back and goes long again.
I will say
23 serving 18. Alicete hanging on to that. Great. Torres Cruz with a great hit from the back line. Fires it and stops the hemorrhaging there. Navy was on a run, 23-18. Now with Lane back in the driver's seat for the serve. Forcing Navy deep. Great serve by Lane. Very, very smart, looking for those holes.
Kind of clawing their way back in here.
Things getting awfully vocal from both benches right now.
I was gonna say, the Navy coaches to our right, loud and proud.
Oh, and you can see, yeah, double tap there. Climbing back up. Still alive. Oh, they got it. Great play by number 7, Nathan Deegan.
That was really impressive.
Yeah, very persistent. And a quick timeout called by Navy as we see Army climbing back now just 1 point away. Tying it up with Navy here in our first set of 3.
So yeah, goal is you got to get to 25 and you have to win by 2. And I truly, truly feel this is going to go down to the wire. We're already there, essentially. But we kind of knew going into this one, these two teams were going to be much more competitively matched.
Well, we watched Team Air Force deliver a 2-0 blow to Team Australia. They take the fast track into tomorrow's bracket play. Team Navy, Team Army. Who will be our next team? This will decide right here. The winner of this game moves onward and forward. The other relegated to taking an extra gameplay. As Lane back with service for Team Army.
There we go.
We have a tie game. Remember, you do have to win by 2. Cho hits it back towards Cruz. Melicete in the back. And a hop, will they allow it? Left the floor, Villagran. Need to keep, they'll allow a little movement there. Need to keep that cheek on the floor. Big play here. Cho with the serve. Goes deep. So. Navy 24, Army 23. That was a massive play right there. And another timeout called. Lots of discussion.
I think at this point, as one of these two teams tries to close us out here, it's all about eliminating the little mistakes. Not making mistakes right now. You have to play probably the cleanest game of your game at this moment right here.
Love to see that precision from Lane serving, but it's going to take more than that. I am surprised I haven't seen more blocks and really utilizing that height on the front line from Team Army. When their plays do come together, it's a thing of beauty. But Navy's really been rattling the cages. Team Army. And Coach Linda Gomez-Paz, she's just right there in the thick of it. Hasn't left since we started play. Cho with the serve, nice and low. Big play here. And with that, Navy takes the first set. That has to sting for Army.
Oh, they were so close.
Just an incredible back and forth as they'll take a quick breather, recalibrate, reassess. Just that you go back, and this is where you go back and you watch the tapes, and just those plays could have gone either way. But as mentioned, it is the best 2 games out of 3 here in pool play for sitting volleyball. When we come back to Orlando, Florida, our next matchup with Navy Army. Stay with us.
The soldiers of the U.S. Army stand watch around the clock, across the globe. They face a uniquely challenging lifestyle. That's where U.S. Army family and morale, welfare, and recreation plays a critical role, with programs designed to enhance their quality of life. Corporate partnerships with Army MWR are a powerful tool to weave your brand into military life experiences of today's well-educated and brand-loyal soldiers. Build your brand with the strength of the U.S. Army.
With the sun, there's work to be done. We gotta run through the fire. 6 a.m. we're miles and miles. Look at what we've done. One by one, yeah, we're getting it done. We can always aim higher. Oh, with the sun, there's work to be done. Run through the fire.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Department of Defense Warrior Games. Pat Parnell along with Haley Elwood as we look at the schedule for the next 2 days. Exciting stuff happening tomorrow with swimming. We look forward to that, as well as more sitting volleyball. And as you noted, Haley, we cap it all off with the final bronze, gold, and silver medal matches for sitting volleyball on Sunday. It's been 10 days of non-stop competition when we get to Sunday. It's a lot to take in. We've watched everything from powerlifting, track and field, rowing, wheelchair rugby, wheelchair basketball, and today it's all about sitting volleyball, a game that when you think about it, it doesn't sound fast-paced. It's
Oh, it is.
Oh, it is. You know, it's a game that started back in 1956, made its international debut when Netherlands played Germany, then came on the scene in the Paralympics in Toronto at the Toronto Games, going back to the last Olympics where we had, I believe it was teams of, we had actually in 2012 games going back like 8 teams. So it's growing, definitely a sport that is growing.
It is cool to see that. Lee Montgomery, who I mentioned in our first game, a 5-time Paralympic game contributor, he said it has been so impressive. He played in the Paralympic game starting in the mid-'80s. And so to see adaptive sports grow, specifically something like sitting volleyball, has been such a treat, he said, as he's watched it grow throughout his years.
I was crunching my mental abacus trying to remember, and it was the 2020 Tokyo Paralympic Games, 8 men's and women's teams as we get ready for our next set play. Navy taking the first game off Army. Army will start with serve. Imagine Army doing a lot of assessment. Definitely have the physical prowess to really control that front row. Making some adjustments here on Team Navy side.
That Army wall is getting set up though.
See, making their receiving end. Cho on that far right. Keep your eyes that back far right for Navy. Zamora, and have a quick sub as Lane comes in for Abel Baez. So center back for Team Army. Here we go. Way too much spice on that.
First shot, got to settle in.
Nathan Deegan kind of brushing off the nerves. And now Cho will serve it up for Navy. And right to Lane. Lane with those lightning reflexes. Derek Thompson for the serve, Team Army. An interesting backspin approach on the serve. Navy returns it, no problem. Nice touch there by Abdul Eben. And it looks like Eben will be serving it up for Navy. We'll put it up again. Right to the back row. Nice set across and a good touch. Torres Cruz finds that little pocket. Able to just get the drop. Abel Baez. Lane coming out for Army. Abel Baez. Far left corner. Just look at the reach and the way that he can control that net. And a net ball on Navy. Army will take serve. Going vertical on that Mitchell Shepard. Nice tap. Just a subtle kill. Has that height and that angle. Oh, able to find the real estate in between the two players. And a quick sub in for Team Navy.
We surprised it's not at 3-3 right now? Nope.
Yeah. Aruba Lawway serving it up for Navy. There's Zamora, and back again, and got a little too much there. This time for Shepard. You love the spirit. See coaches just telling them, get that reach, get the arms up, over. Force Army to take the angles they don't want to take. Shut them down. See? Look at those arms of Shepard now. Cho getting way back, awfully deep. And a little mishap on that touch by Team Army.
I think one of the things I learned in getting ready for this game is how much core strength it takes. These athletes have obviously been very tired because they've been working all week, but it's a different set of muscles that you have to use in order to maintain your balance and composure in this game.
Service Navy. Torres Cruz will move in for the serve. Still another tight game. 5-4. Army up. Yeah. And too much power for Torres Cruz.
Everyone's a little hopped up.
Yeah.
Gotta settle down.
Mitchell Shepard with serve. Lynn. Torres Cruz tries to get it up and over, just way too wide. Really nothing Derek Thompson could do with that. And Navy jumps ahead of Army just by a point, but this is exactly what we saw first game. Just back and forth, really no momentum until the end. So the final, Team Australia 7, Team Marine Corps 25. That's a big win for Marine Corps.
It's a big win.
It's a big point deficit for Australia as well.
I know. I think they have to be proud, though, of how they competed, flying so far, literally across the world. I had heard at one point when I covered archery on Wednesday, they had a bit of a layover situation in Honolulu or Hawaii, one of the islands in Hawaii. It kind of set them back, but to regroup, to come here so far away from home, they just have to be so proud of all their athletes and what they've been able to accomplish this week.
And it's having that a limited amount of practice time too in new disciplines, just on top of all of that. So here we go. Shepard with the serve, right to lane. Quick tap over. Oh, unfortunate, you could see. Villigren, Villigren was trying to get there, couldn't get a leg on it. Yeah. So, good news for Team Army. Steve Bortle taking serve. Chance for Army to find some momentum. See, Bortle's got that stature, that size. And take advantage of that on these angles of serve. And once again, a little too much on the pedal. That serve.
It's having to find that, just that right balance between the two.
So Bortle out for Team Army. Alexander Robeson, he'll sub in for Army. Another just bottle rocket of a player in the chair on wheelchair basketball and rugby.
He's got the coolest kicks out here today.
Oh yeah, lots of flair with the gold. And lots of movement. Now Adam Proctor in for Army. Lane is out. They're really rifling through the roster. Oh, and just a little bit of a tie-up, and you saw Cho pulled over to Shepard there. Zamora trying to get that communication in flow. Villigren with the serve over to Shepard. Cho sets it up. Goes deep. Robeson able to get that from the back line. Torres Cruz over towards Villigren. Great dig there. Wow.
Love it.
And you saw, Shepard saw that happening in slow motion. And it looks like penalty called on Navy, so well go to Army. Lucky break for Army on that.
The amount of concentration it takes in this game to focus not only on what you're doing, but what everyone else around you is doing too is truly incredible.
Yeah. So unfortunate for the penalty, but a great shot nonetheless by Mitchell Shepard. Now, wow. Abdul Eben using his height. Good measure. Gets that nice vertical approach, almost unstoppable. Cho with the serve. Deep corner, wow. Perfect placement on the serve. Cho's thinking, maybe I'll take another here.
Why not?
Yeah. Now Robeson this time from the back. Cho with the return, Torres Cruz. And you saw Adam Proctor trying to get to it. A good get by Torres Cruz. Shepard with a good connection there. Shows that nice set going deep, forcing Robeson, Torres Cruz to the ultimate limit of the court there. So Cho proving his prowess, not just in serving, but in that placement. That was a brilliant set, throwing it deep. And Lane lightning fast on the return. Robeson trying to keep it alive. And unfortunately, Proctor can't get that third connection. Banging it back over. And a nice little run by Navy here. Navy 13, Army 10.
I was going to say, we talk about those runs, right? This is an indication, indicative of that.
Wow! Great hustle there on that front line. Made all the difference.
The physicality of this game, extremely impressive.
You saw Lane from the back row, able to get that return and get service back in Army's hands. Serving it up for Army, number 25, Derek Thompson. Army now trying to catch up with that Cho-led service run by Navy. Quick sub as Cho has some words with the coach. You can see Villagran is hyped up right now. See now, Army really starting to lean on their taller players. Cho with that deep set, and Robeson takes the bait. Ball was just going to be just long. It's funny, we were watching Cho practice before our first game today, and I was mentioning how good his sets are. Great touch by Torres Cruz. And all smiles.
Yeah.
Cho's like, maybe I'll try a foot there. All fair game here in sitting volleyball. Hillegren for the serve. Goes deep to Zamora. Cho keeps it alive, but penalty called on Navy. So now Army climbing back up to that Navy run. Army 14, Navy 15. Oh! Torres Cruz with that fake set. And with that, Army ties it up, 15 apiece. Navy getting the win on the first set of 3. It takes 2 wins to move forward. And I'll tell you what, we're in similar territory.
We are.
Haley, I mean, this is just carbon copy. This is where we saw things get a little more momentum shift.
We knew this was going to be tight because the first set, excuse me. But it's interesting to see them take these timeouts. It's not obviously something you and I saw a lot in the first game, but these moments to have everyone regroup, to really focus back up. Because as we said at the end of the last set, it is all about being precise and not making the little tiny mistakes that might ruin it for you.
Well, we look at our first day of sitting volleyball. It's pool play. We move into bracket play. By virtue of their first win, Team Air Force moves forward into the bracket as they get one step closer to the gold medal. The big story there, are we going to see Team Air Force go undefeated in sitting volleyball, just like we saw in wheelchair basketball and wheelchair rugby. The coaching, the team, so talented. We have yet to find out as we jump back into this tied up game, 15-15, Army-Navy. And Villagren will serve it up for Army. Here we go. And a great serve, just forcing it all the way back. Abdul Ibn, you can see getting a little assistance here from that front line. That front right will shift back. Nice dig by Cho. Again, no. And Army realizes that they have to take this game and then come back swinging on game 3.
Yeah, their mindset right now, lose this, they're done. So you got to live to fight for one more game.
Now 18-15, Army enjoying a run of their own. Good service. Cho with the dig, set all the way across court to Shepard. Zamora got a little piece of it, trying to hold it, no. A massive play by Navy there. Getting the point, getting served back, and a quick sub out. Number 22, Justin Chase, he'll move out. Number 10, Maria Edwards. She'll go in for Navy as she takes serve. And number 24 coming in, Tiffany Clark.
As I mentioned previously, the physicality of this game is unmatched. There's dives, there's layouts. It is so impressive to watch these athletes compete.
Big point here for, and with that, Navy brings it 1 point closer to Army's 18. See a very focused Army team. Not sure if that was Robeson or just catching the net. Nonetheless, a big point for Army as they jump to 19 to Navy's 17. Trying to get it to the 25 mark as Lane will come in, and a smart move by Team Army. They've seen the precision, the consistency of Lane in his serving. Let's see if he can serve it up again. Just, once again, just too much in the tank on that. As we see, number 24, Tiffany Clark. Navy 18, Army 19. And here we go. Nice, slow and deliberate with the serve, and Shepard, just a quick, decisive dink right there, right over the net. Too much for Robeson. And the Army front line as Baez comes in for Robeson, trying to get a little more height up on that net. Oh, Torres Cruz.
Settle down.
You can see Coach Gomez Pai really trying to get her team focused. Army 19, Navy 20. So yeah, serve Serve going to Army. They'll allow, you'll get one of the failed throws there, but after that, possession goes to Army. And great movement there by Army. Trying to find that pocket, and they get it. Tiffany Clark tried to get a handle on it. She'll sub out. Torres Cruz now with the serve. Finds that back row, and Cho scrambling on his back. Now Army jumping up to 22, 3 away from keeping their hopes alive here.
As you said, it's coming down to these final few points here. If they can do it, if they can get to 25, they live to see another game.
Oh. And for Torres Cruz, you could see he knew. Mea culpa on that. Way too much sauce. As Mitchell Shepard gets ready, he knows this is a big, big serve. Gets a little piece of it. Oh, and Abel Baez just swats at that thing. Taking a bear paw approach. Tied up, 22 apiece. Need to win by 2. We're going to 25. And a quick timeout, a smart timeout called by Army, getting things settled. This is a must-win set for Army. If Navy takes the set, they lock up the win and they move forward.
You've heard these Army coaches gently yell. I don't want to say yell at their team because that sounds negative, but gently encourage their team very loudly from the sidelines that they know they want it. These athletes want it so badly. And it really is. This game has delivered, though. The first set delivered, the second set is delivered, and we'll see if we get to a third.
They're vocally suggesting. They're kind of nudging them to be their best. And we know that, you know, the physicality, the skill set, it's there within this Army team. They know they can stay in step with Navy. So, couple of adjustments here as we're tied up at 22. Second set of 3. Shepard with the serve. Gets a nice block right off the net. Number 25, Derek Thompson. Massive, massive play for Army. Keeping their hopes alive, 2 points away. Now Abel Baez with the serve. Whoa, just
too hot.
Really trying to temper down the power on those serves as Robeson will come in for Baez. Now Zamora serves it up for Navy. Oh, and you, right as it left his hands, you know Torres Cruz, as now Navy set point. Set match point for Navy. Lane bumps it up. Torres Cruz. And with that, Navy takes their win. And their battle up against Army.
We knew it was going to be tight. We knew it was going to be fun. It certainly was. It absolutely delivered. Tough go for Army there at the end. Just too many, just little mistakes of just being too hot on some serves. It really ended up dooming them in the end.
Well, you know, a battle of land versus sea, and sea getting the edge. There were so many moments where we just saw a couple of errors, but on both sides, looking back at this game, there was solid serving. There was players pushed to the brink of the base. Incredible heat where those serves were connecting. We saw Lane on a good run, serving-wise, and then just kind of keeping the nerves calm.
It's one of the hardest parts of this game, and also, I know we talked about this with Navy, and I don't know if Army was affected by it, but there is a lot of commotion happening here in this room, so you have to sort of tune it out and be able to settle yourself down. Army unfortunately couldn't do that at the end, but still, hats off to them because it was a tough fought battle between these two sets.
Yeah, they say quieting what's between the ears, finding that flow state. But across the board, good to see an elated Navy as they move forward. So our second matchup here in pool play, Navy gets the edge over Army 2-0. Our final battle here will be Team Army, Team Socom. That'll be coming up shortly. Before we get to that, let's check in with Lizzie Smith.
Well, how about Team Navy pulling out that victory over Team Army? I'm joined here with Isaac Cho from Team Navy. Tell us about the fight out there during that second period.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. This was the first time the team actually got to play together, and we just really locked in and we hustled, we moved. That's the biggest part of studying volleyball. So really proud of the team, and I'm just looking forward to the rest of the games, and we're just going to continue to go up from here.
Yeah, you guys are wrapped up now for the evening, heading into brackets tomorrow. What's the plan for tonight in terms of working on that team play some more, knowing you're going to face some tougher competition?
Yeah, we're just going to definitely lock in. We're going to have a team meeting tonight and work through the rotations. But yeah, I'm just really proud of us. So we're going to keep molding together as a team and hopefully get that medal.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Isaac, Team Navy. We will be back with the final match of the evening here very shortly.
The soldiers of the U.S. Army stand watch, around the clock, across the globe. They face a uniquely challenging lifestyle. That's where U.S. Army family and morale, welfare, and recreation plays a critical role, with programs designed to enhance their quality of life. Corporate partnerships with Army MWR are a powerful tool to weave your brand into military life experiences of today's well-educated and brand-loyal soldiers. Build your brand with the strength of the U.S. Army.
them see. Are you ready? Here it comes. Are you ready? Should've known my name. I'll say it once. I am playing games. So the world is gonna see. Oh, won't you shout it? Oh, won't you shout it? Come on, shout it loud. Oh, won't you shout it? Come on, shout it loud. Oh, 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 Lord, won't you let it be? Oh, 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 Lord, I'm gonna make them see. Are you ready? Here it comes. Are you ready? Are you ready for me? Are you ready? Here it goes. Are you ready? Are you ready for me? It's more than a feeling. Deep in my bones. Nothing can stop me. Reaching my throne. Yes, are you coming for me? Yes, I'll say are you ready for me? Been a long time living off the wall. Years gone by that I can't recall. Rush from the rubber when I feel that rumble. One by one, gonna watch them tumble. Oh, got a hungry head. I got a hungry head. It's never gonna be the same. Rolling in like a hurricane. Come hear the roar. Rolling in like a hurricane. Vultures rain, it was do or die. I guess one man's pain is another's pride. I feel my feet, hear the thunder bear. But soon you reap, give 'em one less pair. Oh, I got a hungry head. I got a hungry head. Come hear the roar. It's never gonna be the same. Rolling in like a hurricane. Come hear the roar. Rolling in like a hurricane. The tune's digging deeper, but I ain't got the time. You can scream up in the catacombs if you want, but I'm gonna climb. Some solution and rise to the call. Won't see me in the daylight when the curtain falls. I got a hunger. Come here, never gonna
Back to Orlando, Florida for the Department of Defense Warrior Games. Pat Parnell along with Haley Elwood as we continue with pool play here in sitting volleyball. A must-win game for Team Army. Team Socom fresh off a win of their first battle. So for Team Army to keep their hopes alive to move into the gold medal round, they would need a win here. Socom looking for back-to-back wins and so much height, so much ability. You see these players, even when they sit down, the likes of Palega, Basabe, Bullock, Castillo, Chabot, Fouts, and talk about wingspan, Brant Ireland, one of the bigger, stronger players we've ever seen. Jerry Milan, number 27. Number 7, Ivan Morera. Number 21, Zachary Palega, tallest member on the team. Number 24, Taylor Probst. Number 8, Michael Scott, so much ability there, and then the hustle, the aggressive hustle of number 3, Jonathan Wiesner. We expect this to be a barn burner of a contest, and you can imagine Army fresh off that defeat from Navy, so much to prove. And when we talk about height, wingspan, it's the condor of Abel Baez. Number 11, Gerald Blakely. Number 17, Stephen Bordel. Number 42, Darnell Boyden. Number 7, Nathan Deegan. Number 2, Brooke Jader. Number 19, JP Lane. Saw some incredible serving and hustle from him in the last matchup with Navy. Number 52, moving on to Adam Proctor. Alexander Robeson, number 10. Number 14, Jason Smith. 25, Derek Thompson. 13, Melisete Tonya. Number 16, Jan Miguel Torres Cruz. And number 12, Michael Villagran. Haley, we talked about it in the last game. When you're coming fresh off a game, it can add ease, add warm up. You're in the flow, but it can also add the wear and tear. Socom is fresh off a game, but so is Team Army right now, and they are desperate to find some success here.
They are desperate, and you mentioned Michael Villagran there at the end of the roster. He huddled his teammates up after that last game, after that defeat against Navy, and said, "We've got this, we still have a shot." So they know they're going into this. This truly, though, if they don't make it out of here, they will not live to see tomorrow. So ultimately, they are ready to go. They've got that shot, and those teammates, as Michael tried to pump them up, they're ready for this one.
Yeah, and just watch the formidable front line of Team Socom. Watch how they'll try to control the net. I expected a little more of that from Team Army, the likes of Abel Baez, but you see Brant Ireland there, and then the likes of Palega. It's really going to control the flow, the tempo, the pacing of this game. Here we go. Set 1 of 3. Socom serving it up. Taylor Probst. The service. Officials Felix Calderon and Michael Brown. Some last minute adjustments. Having to see the numbers there. Confirming our players on both Socom and Army side. And we are clear for takeoff. Here we go. Sky high. To the back row there. And Michael Villagran just got a little tangled up there. Abel Baez, quick sub out as Lane comes in. That's center back. Nice and high. There's Lane. Unfortunately, great connection there. Deegan taking a missile. Coming in. That just an incredible hit right there. Lane again, nice touch with the set. Ireland gets a knuckle on it, couldn't get the second hit.
Nice to see Army rebound there, because to start this game, it looked like they were a little out of sorts with each other, but to get that point, get back into this. Really
Derek Thompson with the serve. Nice high, deep row. And Adam Fouts able to get a piece of that. You can see now, watch the approach of that front row of Socom with Thompson now. serving it up again. Tied up at 2 apiece. And great play by Palega there. Fast and just perfect touch. Now Michael Scott, he'll serve it up for Team Socom. As a quick sub out, Derek Thompson out, and Robeson, he'll move in. We saw this previous game with Army, a lot of sub movement. Scott puts it up, Lane gets a piece of it. Oh! And Ireland, little facial disgraceful there. Bringing lots of hot sauce to that hit. Michael Scott having a good smile about it. Nice dig in the back row. Now Lane with the set. And back, a good back and forth with Palega. And Steve Bordeaux kind of matching Palega and Ireland with that reach. And Bordeaux, so they were calling, actually Bordeaux actually got up. You need to keep one cheek on the ground at all times. They'll allow little movement when you're going for the ball, but especially it's an offensive move, they'll call it.
We've seen it a couple times today.
Socom now finding their rhythm and flow. 5-3 on the board. And great job by Torres Cruz and Abel Baez controlling that on the net. And Bordeaux will serve it up. Looks like we might have a quick sub in. Number 52 in for Army, Christopher Parks. And Parks also a beast at wheelchair basketball. It's just so great to see all these wounded warriors show their abilities in all these different disciplines. Parks with the serve. Scott puts it up. Baez tries to deny it. Palega now cross-court cut. And Army scrambling, still alive there. Ireland gets a piece of it. Socom. Good hustle and follow through by Army.
Socom did everything they probably could on that possession. Army did things just a little bit better at the end.
Parks up again with the serve. Nice dig by Robeson. Ireland, quick set to Palega. Torres Cruz, now Abel Baez gets a nice hand on it. Cross set by Palega. Torres Cruz a little too off to the right. Hit the antenna there. So now Palega serves it up for Socom. Up by 2. Robeson bumps it up to Abel Baez. Tries to flick it blindly and gets the net. So now 3-point run for Socom. Robeson up again. Big dig over to Torres Cruz. And Torres Cruz with a nice light set. Finds that hole right in front of Michael Scott. So Robeson subs out for Team Army. Number 25 coming in. Derek Thompson. And that's how you want net play. I think they were calling net on Socom. That was Terry Millen making connection with the net there. Scott gets it up. And Palega got 2 solid digs from the back row. But that front line of Team Army really finding the rapid fire unstoppable right now.
It is really awesome to see them come out so hot in this game so far.
And with moves like that, Thompson has to be happy as Army now ties it up. 1 point shy, 8-9. as they climb back up. With that, a point advantage for Army. Timeout, as you can see, lots of discussion in both teams' huddles.
We knew going in, as we had heard from Michael Villagran on Army, that they were coming to this game ready to go because they knew this was their opportunity, as they didn't get it in the last game. They've got the shot at this. They've got the 1-point lead right now. We'll see if they can hold on to it.
So much more action starting tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern. The swimming kicks off, and lots of excitement. Anticipation has been building all week for the swimming. In the afternoon, we'll continue with more action here with sitting volleyball as we jump right back into competition. Socom trying to gain control as Army, and a net called, reaching over by Army as Brant Ireland will take service for Socom. Baez gets the dig, but just can't get it under control. And a quick set back by Torres Cruz. He knows he had way too much on that. Now, Socom passing 11-9. And with that, Socom regaining that momentum that Army had going into that timeout. 3-point game now. And Baez can't hit it twice.
We talked about runs, we talked about momentum. Socom's clearly got that in their favor right now. As we said, these points can be accrued at a rapid rate, and they are certainly doing that.
Ireland serves it up. Army really starting to stumble here. And wow, and this just in, Team Marine Corps upsetting Air Force on the first set of 3. Wow.
Whoa.
This is gonna...
Who knew?
So the drama unfolds here at Warrior Games. Jumping back in, Socom 14, Army 10. And a big move there. Number 25, Derek Thompson, gets that nice touch. Yeah, and Baez knew that there was a little space there. Jerry Milan. Here we go, Millen with serve. Sete up to that front line. Good dig by Tonya. Torres Cruz, nice touch. Back to Ireland, up to Scott. Torres Cruz got a piece of it, just couldn't get the clean pass. And it was moving, an incredible rally between Socom and Army. Millen and Aaron on the serve. Will go to Army. Still a tight game between Army Socom. Socom 16, Army 12. 4 points to climb here.
And that can be done. That can be done quickly if you lock it in.
We've seen him do it with Navy. Push it to that back row. Pelega with a light touch. Tonia. Back to Pelega again. Gets the dig. Nice connect by Villagren. Again. Over to... Wow! And Villagren is feeling it.
He was feeling it before the game. He's feeling it in the middle of it right now.
And it's plays like that. They electrify you. Some words from Coach Gomez-Pye. Knows how important this game is. Up high, battle on the net. Just didn't get the bounce on that. Clean on the touch. So, 4-point deficit. Socom serving. Pelega tries to push it back. Tony is there. Oh, and there's that wall. That wall and that reach. Michael Scott, along with Adam Faust, just battling Villagren and pushing it down. Alicete Tonia with a nice get on that back row. Pelega gets a little loose, sets it back. Nice work there by Alicete Tonia. And Deegan. Somehow, Derek Thompson finding the pocket in that massive wall of Socom up on that front line and just goes a little too hot, a little too deep.
I was going to say they're rotating right now, but that line with those bookends of Pelega and Scott, that is some serious length that you have to go up against.
So Robeson about to sub in for Team Army. Looks like Derek Thompson, he'll come out. Some words from Coach Linda Gomez-Pye. We mentioned her husband, coach for Socom. So some serious bragging rights. Oh, an unfortunate Taurus Cruz. Ball got hit up. Villagren got a piece of that. Here we go. Oh. Steve Bortle had the line, and then Pelega there answers back. Back to that back row. Robeson, can he find the pocket? Just a little wide, and a timeout called by Team Army.
Certainly necessary right now. I think this is probably the largest deficit they've faced in this game so far. Socom only 3 points away from taking this first set, so Army needs to lock it in to have a chance and try to dig deep.
So again, what's at stake for Army is a must-win set in pool play. Definitely need to find 2 wins out of 3 to keep any hopes for a gold or silver medal. For Socom, they have the win behind them, but this would solidify their track to the gold, silver medal round. So Michael Scott will be serving it up for Socom. Alicete Tonia over to Villagren. And some hustle there, albeit too little, too late. Nathan Deegan tried to get a reverse knuckle on it. 23-15, 2 points away, taking the first set. Robeson. Now Pelega. That touch to the back row. And denied by Torres Cruz.
Army absolutely needed that.
Just setting up the wall. Beautiful reach. Villagren serving it up, trying to climb back. 7-point deficit. Oh! And Torres Cruz starting to find that perfect amount of elevation and battle back with the likes of Pelega. Lots of heat on that serve.
Look at Army here.
Army finding that fever, the fury that they all have.
Mistake there, though.
And that was huge. Now, game, set, point on this. Chance for Socom to seal the deal. Here we go. Big dig by Tonia. Belasete, Tonia keeping it alive. As Steve Borda will sub out. And a little discussion, who's in, who's out. The Borda out.
Flex is on his way out.
Yeah. Christopher Parks in. 19-24. Service with Army. 5 points to tie it up. You need to win by 2. Wow. And with that, 4 points away. Can they tie it up? Big serve for Christopher Parks.
I was gonna say no pressure right now, huh?
No pressure. Scott with a quick touch back. Robeson got a piece of it. Belasete couldn't get it in time, and with that, Socom gets the first win on the first set. Socom not making it easy by any stretch.
No.
We saw their play earlier on the court behind us. Socom definitely leaning on their physical prowess. Their sheer approach at the net is definitely intimidating and difficult to penetrate. So we'll be back with the second set of 3. Socom with the first win. Can Army hold on? We'll find out when we come back to Orlando, Florida, right after this.
The soldiers of the U.S. Army stand watch around the clock, across the globe. They face a uniquely challenging lifestyle. That's where U.S. Army family and morale, welfare, and recreation plays a critical role, with programs designed to enhance their quality of life. Corporate partnerships with Army MWR are a powerful tool to weave your brand into military life experiences of today's well-educated and brand-loyal soldiers. Build your brand with the strength of the U.S. Army.
Socom defeating Team Army. Heading into that second period next, I'm here with Mike Scott from Team Socom. You mentioned yesterday the bod's hurting a little bit. I'm sure you're not the only one. How are we keeping up momentum and fight?
We just keep our cohesion, work as a team. Just make sure that you're taking care of the guy to your, or dude or dudette to the left and your right, and keeping each other motivated, keep going, keep the grind.
Definitely. Definitely got to motivate all the dudes and the dudettes out there. Team Army's putting up quite a fight out there too. Second period going into that. Is there anything that needs to change with Team Socom? I know we're hearing coaches shout for lots of communication.
No, Team Army, awesome competitors. We don't doubt our opponents ever. So what we're just going to try to do probably is keep the same pace, keep our control, composure, silent professional. That's what Socom does.
Love it. Well, good luck in that second period. Coming your way very shortly.
So right in to the next set. Socom finding success on the first of 3. Will it go to 3 if they win this next set? They will be undefeated in this first day of sitting volleyball up against Team Army right now. It was neck and neck that entire game, and then once you find that rhythm, you know, it's interesting in basketball and wheelchair rugby, we call it, there's a single digit psychology, but it's even more, you know, when we see you start to get those 4-5 point leads, it's really where it doesn't seem, it seems too much. And once Socom got that rhythm,
it was all them.
Yeah.
They're on that winning track. Army, though, finds themselves in the exact same position they were versus Navy, where they had lost that first game. Must-win game right now for Army.
And we'll be keeping you abreast of the score and the spread point difference with Marine Corps and Air Force in their second set. Marine Corps getting the first one, and I think surprising a lot of people. Up to this point, Air Force in wheelchair rugby, wheelchair basketball, undefeated. And they are one of the favorites, without a doubt.
Zach Palega stretching right now. Very important to keep yourself mobile, especially after a week like these athletes have had.
See Coach Gomez Pye talking to the Army team and really trying to get things recalibrated for the second set. Coach Pye, Linda's husband, for Coach Socom, he's got the edge up so far.
I'll tell you, those two coaches are so intense, I would have no idea they were married if you hadn't told me that.
So Nathan Deegan serving it up for Army in the second set. Watch that front line again. You can see Scott, Palega, Fouts already. Fouts over to Scott. Tried to get a little piece of it, but Steve Bortle just had too much side angle. And already, nice back and forth. Pilgrim with serve. And net called on Socom. So Army up 2-1. Oh, and a deep dig. Can they hold on to it? And just too much real estate, but the hustle. Wow, Brant Ireland was coming in. Unbelievable speed and agility there.
He almost became part of the action.
Dig over to Scott. I couldn't tell if it was Fouts or Scott that got a piece of that. You could see them talking, hey, when I call it, I got it on the back line. Way too much power.
Interesting nugget about Michael Scott. He actually competed with Team Marine Corps the last couple of years, but wanted to branch out. He joined Team Socom this year for this year's games.
So now Army 4, Socom climbing back up to 3. And Konya over cross court. And Pelega does a good job redirecting and capitalizing on that was Terry Millen. And a quick sub in. Abel Baez out. Torres Cruz in. Far back left corner. Bouts with the serve. Oh, and you can see scrambling right there. Taylor Probst knew. Ireland couldn't get to it. Army maintaining their edge here. Deep in that back row. Scott able to get it to Pelega. Oh! And Ireland let it go behind him. Probably could have taken it. Army climbing 2 up. Push to the back row. Scott gets a piece of it. Ireland, big dig. And it will go to Socom. Didn't see if he got a piece of that. And the husband-wife coaches having some words at the net. And some discussion too with our 2 referees, Felix Calderon and Michael Brown. So ball will stay with Army. Army up by 6 to Socom's 5. A little bit of movement.
Hey, it's still 6-5.
So adjustment there. Officials looking at the score here. 6-5 or so 7-5 on the clock. Yeah, point awarded there. Sorry about the confusion. Pelega with the serve for Socom. And we'll have a quick sub on Team Army. Steve Bortle coming out. Looks like Christopher Parks in for Army, laying on the front row now with Villagren.
Interesting.
I'm sorry, back row, yeah.
I was going to say, interesting to see these subs, though, when they have a bit of momentum right now and how this new kind of group is going to work together.
Keeping that fresh blood, energy. Big get by Pelega. Now Ireland. Tonia. Over to Deegan, and Lane gets a piece of it. Just too much heat on the handle. Now Ireland. 2 down for Socom. Ireland with the serve. Nice skip by Torres Cruz. Can he stay with it? And that constant heat, that pressure by number 24, Taylor Probst on the net. Ireland trying to find the angle here. Quick sub in. Number 25 coming in for Army. Derek Thompson. And Thompson on it. Scott to Thompson again. Oh, and Torres Cruz needs to wind that down ever so slightly. Grant Ireland serving it up, tying it up for Socom. Thompson on the back row. Tonia, nice touch. Now Scott, quick touch back to Thompson. Torres Cruz. And Deegan couldn't get to it off the hands of Torres Cruz. Now Socom climbing past Army, 9-8. Torres Cruz, he'll sub out for Army as Adam Proctor comes in. Front row and center. Squaring up with number 24, Taylor Probst of Socom. Alicete. A piece of it, just too much wing. So now 10-8, make that 11-8 for Socom.
Here they come.
Army needs to stop the flow of Socom. And Ireland has proved just how valuable he is on the service front. So consistent. Torres Cruz back in. As Adam Proctor will head back out. A little bit more height on reach, trying to stop those serves. And wow, big dig from the back, Christopher Parks. So this just in from the game behind us, Team Air Force coming back, charging to win the second battle between Marine Corps, forcing a third set match. So we'll keep you abreast of that. Can Air Force go undefeated? They lost the first set, but it's really going to come down to that third and final set play as Socom, we saw just what happened, getting a 6-point lead over Army. It was back and forth. Army even having the extra surge, extra spring in their step for a bit.
They did. I did see at one point Derek Thompson kind of like motion to his teammates, settle down, let's calm down. We could just kind of have to figure this out. Socom, though, not terribly surprised that they've gone on the run that they have, You and I, we have talked about, though, all game, how quickly you can accrue points. If you get in that flow, if you get in that rhythm, those points are really, really easy to come by for Army. They've got to get back into it somehow mentally, and obviously physically too, but really lock in from that mental standpoint.
Yeah, tough also to find those holes when you do have a strong service, someone that's consistent, has that heat. It's difficult to find those holes in the Socom defense as Ireland continues with his serve, 14-8. Thompson gets a piece of it, and Villagren, it's a nice hit. Bringing service back over to Army. Alicete, Tonya, right to Ireland. Nice dig over to Scott.
That was a nice one.
Wow. Just barely in. As we see, quick sub out for Socom.
Barely in and just no one home from Army to defend that.
Nice combo there with Deegan and Villagren. Now a 6-point game. Socom up, 15-9. And good eyes by Tonya. So now Torres Cruz with serve. Torres Cruz finding that right pocket. Great serve again. Forcing Socom a little off their normal balance. You can see.
They're a little rattled right now.
And difficult for Nathan Deegan there up against the likes of such a formidable front wall. And a big opportunity to stem the tide here for Team Army. Looks like Steve Border will be coming back in. Lane, he's out. Robeson starting to eye, maybe coming in for Army shortly. Right now, Nathan Deegan serving it up for Army, trying to close the 4-point deficit between Army and Socom. So some discussion with the officials. And check in with, looks like we are good to go. Thumbs up from Felix Calderon, one of our 2 officials.
Game on.
Wow. And Deegan is on a heater service-wise. Robeson coming in for Torres Cruz. We'll take middle back, right next to Melisete, Tonya. Oh! Wasn't sure where the call was on that, but Steve Bortle. Yeah, Scott getting called. Lyman back up, now 3 away to Socom. Over to Scott. Finds the line, Robeson. Couldn't get there, a little scramble by Socom. I'm a little surprised.
I am. I think what the amazing part is Army is chipping away at this deficit, only down 1 now. Really, really impressive.
So quick sub, Pelega back in on the front row, something that tends to work really well for Socom. Ireland with the bump, over to Scott. Forced down again.
Oh,
no, and keeping it alive, and that's out. We have a tie game. Pelega, lots of heat. Robeson. In contention over every single point right now. You saw Pelega was able to get the hit on that. And it will go to Socom. Michael Scott for the serve. Robeson, Thompson. Keeping that balance. Good hand control there. Yeah.
All Steve Bortle can do is chuckle at that one.
Army with an incredible charge back to tie it up. Now Socom. And deciding if Socom is good to go, and they are. Now, 18-17. Socom trying to stay with it. Ireland with the tip, and over to Socom, just outside, just wide. Now 2 points. Socom. And unfortunately for Michael Scott, laid into that serve just a little too much. Switching back now. Army. Michael Villagren. Staying loose. Some quick words. Coach Linda Gomez-Pye. It's this momentum right at that 20 mark proves pivotal. Great serve. Pelega got a piece of it. Oh, and
wow.
Bortle. No, and they call a net on Bortle. Wow, big play there. Just on the line. You can see Robeson just beside himself. It doesn't get any closer than that. Just perfect back corner pocket. Timeout called. Both teams trying to find out what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong. Army did such a good job charging back and then only to lose the handle again.
I know, it's so tough. They came so close. And look, they're absolutely not out of it by any means. Only down 3 at this point. But like you said, trying to find what you did right, trying to not do what you did wrong. It's all about shoring it up right now. This is literally the most important part of the entire game.
So revved up, ready to go, Team Socom. Already back on the floor, but still locked into discussion. It's Team Army. They have yet to find a win here. Socom 21, Army 18, Socom up 1-0. Portal again. A bit chaotic there. You could see Thompson was scrambling. Robeson got a piece, a little loose on the pass. Now Ireland sets it back. Konya, there for it. Will it land? Ireland still, Bortle again. Thompson. Oh!
What a rally.
Not sure if they were calling 2 hands on that. Nonetheless, it goes to Army. A little bit of a catch. Thompson puts it back deep. Ireland gets a piece of it. Pelega. Konya, cross courts to Robeson. I think we had an extra touch there. So, another small discussion with our officials, conferring. Seems like every single point.
Every point has
a bit of a taking a vote.
Well, contested.
Yeah. Just a 4-point game. Socom 2 points away for sealing the deal, being the first team to go back-to-back wins today if they can do it. Still within Army's reach, as officials having a quick word with Coach Pye, the Team Socom. So we'll get and it looks like bringing it back to 22-19. 22-19 on the board. Pelega with the serve. And Deegan just couldn't get under it. Now 23-19, a quick sub. So Deegan out. Jason Smith will come in for Team Army. Good to see him in the mix. Billigren up, Konya. And a big break for Team Army. Number 24, Taylor Probst. Making contact there. Now Lane, we've seen him. So valuable. Serving it up for Army.
A little too high.
That was a big one, and Socom knows it. What an opportunity. And going to the one server that we've seen can deliver the goods. Grant Ireland for Socom. On the verge, 1 point. This is huge. And with that, Socom delivers a decisive blow to Team Army. They go undefeated in our first day of competition for sitting volleyball. Incredible performance. And so disappointing for Team Army.
I know, they have to be so bummed. Exact same score as that first set, too, with a 25-20 win for Socom. Army, though, they gave it their all. Just too many little things at the end that didn't quite go their way, including that last serve there by JP Lane. You got to give them credit for how they fought today.
Oh, and two teams so equally matched in terms of height and ability, but when you have a front line, we talked about Socom's rings. Ireland and the likes of Palega, Fouts, they were so lightning fast, and Michael Scott with his serving. The game moves so fast. And it was those quick returns and the serving of Brant Ireland just clearly cashing in on the dividends of that consistency and that speed. But Ireland was also so quality on the back line. Hats off to a great performance by Team Socom. 2 wins here in pool play of sitting volleyball. Team Air Force still on the court with Team Marine Corps as they are tied up 1 apiece. And we'll have to wait and see how that one unfolds. And we'll all establish how bracket play will go down tomorrow here in Orlando at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex here at the Department of Defense Warrior Games. But I definitely think we can expect to see Socom battle it out with that. Just by virtue of that consistency, they take that fast track it to bracket play in a coveted spot where it's going to put them in great position to move into the gold medal, silver medal matchup. All right, and one player that definitely laid it all on the line, didn't matter if he was serving, blocking, or getting those digs in the back row, was none other than Brant Ireland. He's with our own Lizzie Smith.
Well, Team Socom pulling out that victory over Team Army. I have Brant Ireland here. You competed last in 2022. What does it mean to be back fighting with your team?
Oh, it's just awesome. Like we were just talking about, like this event is just a recharger for all of our lives. I think the fans' lives, our families, and of course the awesome staff, Socom. So to be out here with these guys is just, it's unreal.
So what does the evening have in store? Celebration or preparation?
Well, it doesn't stop here, so we gotta, go over some of the things we need to work on, and then, rest up because it's only a couple days left.
Definitely hard to believe we only have a couple days left. We'll let you go celebrate with your team, and we will see you tomorrow for the bracket play of sitting volleyball. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Lizzie. It is just an audible roar here in center court as we just witnessed Socom back-to-back wins. And we mentioned Air Force getting the win of their first game. But the big news, surprising a lot of people, they have not gone winless now. It is official. Marine Corps getting the third and final set play match up over Team Air Force. That is big, big news. Now Air Force relegated to climb back. Air Force will play Team Navy, and they will meet Team Socom again. Team Marine Corps and Team Socom get that fast track to the next bracket. But tomorrow, that'll go down at 6 p.m. We want to remind everyone watching, be sure to tune in tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., where we'll kick off with swimming. Sitting volleyball will resume, as mentioned, at 6 p.m. Eastern. So an incredible day of competition here on our first day of 3 for sitting volleyball. We'll resume again at 6 p.m., 8 a.m. for swimming tomorrow. On behalf of Haley Elwood and Lizzie Smith, I'm Pat Parnell. We thank you for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow at the Department of Defense Warrior Games here from Orlando, Florida, and the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex. We'll see you then.